Hi guys, it's Masterath here, and it is finally time. So, with Christmas motoring its way here, and no one at all is prepared for it at all, just imagine, by the time we get to next weekend, Christmas will be done and dusted already. Jesus. Anyway, but with that, folks, I thought I'd give you guys a bit of an early Christmas present in the form of something that I didn't actually do last year. And I thought I did, but I didn't. So it's time to welcome back the return of Masterath Gaming's Wheel of Let's Plays, the 2021 variant. So, for new watchers of the channel, I did this for years and years and years on end, but forgot to do it last year for some reason, which is interesting. But essentially, due to how far ahead I am with my recordings, and how I always have been, I thought I'd give you guys a bit of a taster of some of the games that will be coming out, or some of the Let's Plays that will be coming out, the following year. I usually do this pretty much close to the end of the year, apart from some occasions where I've been that far ahead. But I thought I'd lay down the ground rules for Wheel of Let's Plays and for sort of Wheel of Let's Plays in the future. So essentially, let's say if this was a sport and it was a season, the season would begin on Boxing Day, and it will end on Christmas Eve. So, there you go. So, yes, it is the 2021 Wheel of Let's Plays, but there is one Let's Play here that will be coming out in 2020, but it will be finished off in 2021, so I thought I'd add it as well. So, there are 19 games on here, and card is subject to change. I have completed 18 of these Let's Plays. One of these I'm currently going through at the moment. And as a card subject to change, it could be the case that it's released in early 2022 on some occasions, if another game catches my eye, for example. But these are the ones that are locked down for definite, because I've either completed them and the videos are all done, or I am on my way to that. I could add it to number 20 and put the Binding of Isaac Repentance in there, because more than likely that's going to be Let's Played next year as well. Whether it will be released next year, not too sure. Probably will be, though. So, there's that one. So, 20, let's say. Just to round it up. Anyway, let us begin with the wheel! The Wheel of Let's Plays begins now. And we kick off with Besiege. So, there are going to be a lot of games on here that are on the PC for next year. The reason for that is, obviously, my new computer and my limited time to record this year. I'm still well ahead by just under a year, so I'm not doing too bad at the moment. Would prefer to be maybe an extra month or so ahead. But with that has allowed, that pretty much sort of forced my schedule to be mostly PC for about 4 to 5 months. So there are going to be a lot of PC games on this. But Besiege, really fun game, was in early access for the longest time, and was recently released, I believe, earlier this year, and is essentially a sandbox game where you can create your own machines to do sort of certain tasks, destroy stuff, and just essentially build your own death machine. It's quite nice. I like this game for years. I had this game downloaded for ages, but never got around to doing it because my old computer was crap. Oh, by the way, my old computer is now dead as well. It's on a continuous load-up loop, and it just isn't working at the moment. So, RIP old computer. Thank God I've got the Boxing Day and New Year Let's Plays out of the way. Now I don't need the computer anymore, so it works. Anyway, Besiege. And the next game is going to be World of Goo, another PC game, where essentially you create, or you make sort of bridges using little goo balls to try and get the other goo balls over to a pipe to complete all the levels. A very fun puzzle game that has been around for a while, obviously, and it's probably one of my more personal favourites, from sort of, well, indie personal favourites, that's on the PC at the moment. I really do enjoy the World of Goo, and again, it's a game that I've wanted to Let's Play for a while, that I did try to Let's Play years ago, but I got stuck very early on. Obviously now, got a lot better at the game, and there you go, World of Goo. The next game on the list is going to be Swords and Sandals Medieval, of course it is. So this is going to be the next Swords and Sandals Let's Play. More than likely going to be coming out in the summer of 2021. But yeah, this is a really fun game, a bit on the easy side. I played it on normal, it shouldn't be this easy. Where pretty much you fight the legendary warriors of old and steal stuff, which I did quite a lot. And we get to meet a new addition to my Swords and Sandals character creations, who, well, has a very interesting hairstyle and a very interesting, let's say, accessory to their face, let's say. So, Swords and Sandals Medieval, and as you can see, is not the only Swords and Sandals game on that wheel, but we'll get to that one later. Right! This is one of the funnier ones of next year. BCV, Battle Construction Vehicles. This will be coming out in the spring, this Let's Play. So if people don't know, this game is on the Sony PlayStation 2. It is terrible. Its gameplay is rubbish. Its story is really weird in parts. And the voice acting is legendary. In my opinion, worse than Resident Evil 1's. But you play as Hayato Kongo, an reluctant owner of I guess you could say, a construction vehicle company, maybe sort of like maybe some demolition or construction or something along those lines. Trying to be the biggest construction company where they are, I guess. And then it randomly turns into soap opera territory, because you certainly need that in a video game. Yes, you do. This game could have been great, but it turned out to be absolutely awful. And I hope you guys enjoy it when you see it, because you're going to be having a her face for most of it. I'm going to be perfectly honest. Right, next game is going to be... Alright, Sonic Generations. So, yeah, I've wanted to Let's Play this one for ages. Just going to put that out there. I'm playing the Xbox 360 version of this, and this is one of my favourite modern Sonic games. I call modern sort of like Sonic Adventure and onwards, I guess. But yeah, Sonic Generations is a blast of a game to go through. And essentially, time has completely gone buggered up. Cheers to the time meter for that one. That apparently eats time. Anyway, so now we have 2 Sonics, 1 Robotnik, and 1 Eggman for some reason running around. And you can play the levels as Classic Sonic, which are 2D platformers, or Modern Sonic, which are the old well, not the old, but the 3D platformers that we know and are sometimes okay with, most times not. But still, Sonic Generations, very fun game. Next on the list is... Great, I didn't want this one to turn up first, but Pokemon Sword the Crown Tundra. So, Olivar was also on this. The Crown Tundra will be coming out in the new year, the Let's Play of it. And it is the second DLC expansion of Pokemon Sword, where you go around the crystal wasteland of the Crown Tundra, catching a bunch of bleeding legendaries. That's pretty much the Crown Tundra in a nutshell. Still better than the Isle of Armor, though. I'll give it that much. And the next game on the list is going to be... So... Halloween special, possibly. Hopefully. Luigi's Mansion for the GameCube. My first time actually sort of playing this game was in my local Woolworths. That's how long it was ago. Where they had like a one playing. It's one of those ones you have in like game stores and stuff, where they have a game on and a controller and you can play it for a bit. But never got round to getting it and Let's Playing it. Now I have, went through it first time, so that's pretty good. But yeah, this game is a lot of fun. You play as the main man, the green man, Luigi, trying to save Mario from a painting or whatever. And you get to suck up ghosts. Great fun. Great fun. They've made 2 more since then, jeez. Such a short span of time. Luigi's Mansion used to be a one-of for so long. Right, the game I'm currently going through. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance for the GameCube. This is the rarest video game that I actually own. I own 2 copies of it, actually, because I accidentally bought the NTSC version instead of the PAL version. But Fire Emblem Path of Radiance is a fun game. It's a game that I've wanted to Let's Play for, again, a long while. Where you take the, where you, I guess, step into the shoes of Ike. You'll like him, remember. In this sort of turn-based strategy game, dash, what do you call it, RPG? I don't know. And yeah, sort of, I don't really want to spoil myself too much on that, because I said I'm currently going through the game right now, so I don't really know too much about it myself. I didn't really sort of check, but I do know you play as Ike, and currently there's a war going on, so hurrah for Ike. Got stuck in the bleeding middle of it again. Moron. By the way, I also own Radiant Dawn as well for the Wii, so there you go. Demonic Angel, you've got your wish! So, Fate for the PC. So, yes, I did some sort of streaming of Fate the Cursed King, the last game in the Fate series, sort of a month or so ago. I have now Let's Played and completed the first Fate game. Which was a lot of fun, and we get to, in my playthrough, go around with our trusted dog, I chose a dog, as a little boy who for some reason is like Benjamin Button at this point. Going around, slaying monsters, killing stuff, getting items, getting better items, having Rico disenchant your items because he's an arse, magic anvil's not working, and all that stuff in what essentially is, I guess you could call it, an endless dungeon crawler, because there's about 2 million programmed random levels in it. But I just do the story mode, because sod it, I'm not doing that. Jeez, it would take me an entire lifetime, and I'd probably only get, like, maybe a 10th of the way through. So, story mode it is. Alright, the next game is going to be... yeah. So I've streamed this already. I've already streamed it. I know. But I thought for those who didn't want to sit through a 2.5 hour video followed by another 2.5 hour video, I thought I'd put it into Let's Play versions instead. For Swords and Sandals Spartacus. The most recent new game, you could say. If you don't count Crusader Redux, which is a remastered version, I'd say. So, I'd say new game in the Swords and Sandals series, playing Spartacus. Getting stuck in walls, mostly. Not a fan of this game. Not a fan at all. But I played through it again for your enjoyment. So, there you go. By the way, this now leaves only one main series Swords and Sandals game that's not a Redux that I haven't Let's Played yet, which is Pirates. And I can't wait for Pirates. Pirates is going to be so fun for me. Honestly, I can't wait for Pirates. But I'm going to finish off Path of Radiance first. Right! Have you ever wanted for me to play the worst board game ever made, but a digital version of it? Here's Talisman for you! It's not that the game is bad at all. It's just that board games are supposed to require a little bit of skill. You know, this is a dice roller. It's all about luck and nothing else. You can pretty much just let the dice do their thing and you win or lose depending on the result. That's why it's one of the worst board games ever made. I'm sure there's a lot worse than this, but this is one that could have been amazing, but turned out to be, enjoyed the ride, here's a dice roller. Waste your life for about 2 hours. That's Talisman for you. Alright, next! What are we down to? I'm down to 7. No, we've got 8 left. Right, well, there's the Isle of Armor, so there you go. So, Pokemon Sword the Isle of Armor will be coming out on Boxing Day this year. It will be the first Let's Play of, I guess you could say, the new season of the Masterath Gaming season. Makes it sound more important than it bloody well is. But the Isle of Armor is here. Or at least it will be, well, on Saturday. Yeah, the Isle of Armor. It's the first DLC expansion for Pokemon Sword. And pretty much you go around the Isle of Armor. You come across the dojo, you come across not much, to be honest. You know, a bit disappointed about this one, but it was alright for what it was, but Crown Tundra was better. Alright, next game is going to be... I must be mad for this one. Marble Madness for the NES. Yep, able to knock this one out within, a morning before I was supposed to go to work, and I did go to work in the end. Luckily, this game didn't take that long. Like at all, it's probably one of the shortest Let's Plays I've ever done. It's one part, and that one part doesn't even feel like a part. Even watching back on it. In fact, this video is probably already longer than this Let's Play of Marble Madness. The classic arcade game, made, I believe, by Atari initially. Where you are a marble going around a kind of 3D-ish, 2.5D, 3D map, trying to get to the end of the level within the time limits. And everything is out to kill you! Acid piles, weird things that want to eat you, black balls. The whole shebang on that one. Alright, next game. Right now we got 6 left. And the next one is going to be... We're finally doing it, folks! We're finally doing Pokemon Sun. God, this game! Playing back through it again has made it probably one of my least favourite Pokemon games. You know, it is so plot-heavy and cutscene-heavy. And when I mean that, mostly, more often than not, a game that's plot-heavy is mostly good. But it's plot that doesn't need to be there. I mean, there's enough in there. You could take out probably about 30 to 40% of the cutscenes in this game, and you would lose no plot. That is this game in a nutshell. And, well, anyone who enjoys my ranting and raving about Pokemon and stuff like that will certainly be fans of this one. This is the longest Let's Play I've ever done! Over 70 parts, this is. With about 20 parts of it being cutscenes! God damn it, Gen 7. Right, moving onwards. 5 to go here. Right, I'm probably going to have to add bits to this one. Neon Abyss. One of the best PC games to come out this year, in my opinion, especially the indie versions. Neon Abyss is essentially like... I guess you could call it like an Enter the Gungeon Isaac kind of game. Where you go around shooting enemies, getting upgrades, getting better items, and stuff like that. Beat multiple bosses, get more endings, etc., etc. I'm going to need to probably do more of this at some point. I mean, I've technically completed it when I initially... when I was initially playing through the game. But now there are more stuff. So this and probably bloody Slay the Spire I'm going to have to come back to at some point. For more stuff. So, we may be seeing more for Neon Abyss than just the Let's Play. Who knows? If there's enough call for it, I will. Why not? Time to go back old school again. Sega Genesis, Shadow Blasters. This game is essentially a 2D beat-em-up on the Sega Genesis. Where you are a martial art, or you're a set of martial arts experts, and for some reason, magicians, because they have fire, wind, swords, for some reason. Leo probably dies. And bombs, which is weird. And, oh yeah, electricity as well. But you've got to go around beating all the opponents in levels, beating the bosses to get to the main man, Ashura, the evil demigod, looking to absolutely destroy everything, I guess. And also, the Earth is not capitalized in this game. Even Sega doesn't think much of the planet it resides on. Must rely on something else. Right, I'm really excited about this one. Monster Hunter. This, again, a game that I really wanted to Let's Play for a while. I did try to earlier this year, but failed miserably, and it was on my old computer. As you can probably tell from the new, well, essentially from any sort of new video of mine, like an update or a subscriber special, you'd notice that I can now record and upload in 60 FPS. Which is what, I believe, midsummer of next year, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be 60 FPS from then on. It's going to be great. So I thought I'd restart this one, but Monster Hunter is a gem of a game. On the Sony PlayStation 2. And it's a game where you are a Monster Hunter, obviously. You take quests, beat up monsters, upgrade your weaponry, upgrade your armaments to take down even bigger monsters, get more money, to buy traps and potions and stuff, and, well, more traps to then catch these monsters and stuff, and pretty much just complete all of the quests. This was a joy to go through. This really was. Difficult, but this is a joy to go through. It is not the easy casual play that Monster Hunter World is. This is the ball-breakingly tough variant. And it's great. Right, 2 more to go. Right, it looks like we're going to the Nintendo Switch for this one. Super Kirby Clash. So, remember when I did Team Kirby Clash Deluxe? For the, I believe that was the 3DS, wasn't it? If I remember correctly. Well, this is the, I guess you could call it the sequel, I guess, for the Nintendo Switch. Where you've got to harvest gem apples for an extraordinary amount of time, but luckily I've got a good job now, so I just bought them and just got my lovely level 10 tree. Why not? It only cost me like 20 quid. This game's free anyway, so, you know, why not? But you, again, take quests, go around beating monsters with 3 of your fellow fans and companions. Which, in this case, are all Beam Mages, because Beam Mage is awesome. And, yeah, as it gets tougherest, and the definite final boss, and it's not. And then it's the definite final boss. And you think it's not, but it actually is. And then you've been duped again. Fun, though. And last but not least, we have... well, we got this. We got golf. Why not? We got Party Golf. A game on the PC, released maybe like last year or the year before, something like that. It's recent-ish. But not incredibly recent. It is a game where you've got to try and get your golf ball into the hole, either in the shortest amount of time, or the lowest amount of moves. It's quite fun, actually. In the I go through all of the game modes that they've got in it, and some of these game modes get weird. For example, the balls stick to each other. For example, if they hit each other. And then you've got try and go past mines and stuff. And also, you can smack a dog with the golf club. Honestly, you can. There's a golf ball that's shaped like a dog. And a whale! Honestly, this game is bloody nuts, but fun. Very fun. Alright guys, and that is it from the Wheel of Let's Plays 2021. What Let's Plays are you guys looking forward to next year? Are there any? Hopefully this is a decent selection for you. Let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you tomorrow for more Streets of Rage 4. I'll see you then.